Hey all, welcome to the first full day of spring break. I hope you are all doing well. It's 9 o'clock, 9:01, so maybe some of you are sleeping in right now. But what I wanted to do is take a couple of minutes, probably more like a few, to just give my thoughts on the feedback you provided, which, first of all, I'm grateful for you taking the time to do that. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, I'll just probably go in order of the questions that I gave you. So things that are going well so far in this course. Some of you commented on the drawings that we do in class are really helpful for visual learners. There's a lot of resources online, and also the objectives are clear. You like the taped lectures because you can go back and revisit them. And you like that we're doing review questions in class and also doing weekly assignments as opposed to daily ones. And some of you commented like the weekly assignments actually are helping you to draw information together from numerous things that we're doing instead of focusing on things in little bits. Um, I think one thing that I'd really like to work on in class is doing more review questions. And in part, I have to admit this is my fault, just not building it in. I think one of the things that can help me in deciding do we have the time to do it is knowing from you how prepared are you. And I don't always get a sense from the participation in class if folks are understanding the material, if there are questions you have. So I'd really appreciate on your end a bit more feedback or communication there. A couple of things that were asked in terms of improvements. Could I include some videos or find some? I would like to do this. My time is a bit limited this semester, so I think it might be hard for me to find videos to help with all the extra things that aren't in the book. I will do my best though. But what I would recommend or what I'd ask of you is if anybody does find videos, ones on Khan Academy, YouTube, or other resources that you think are really helpful for you understanding the material, please send the links to me and I'll make sure to upload them and share them with the class so that others can view them as well. Others asked if I'd be able to save the pictures from the PowerPoint that I put together, and I think the answer is yes, I can do that. I have to check out the software I use. I think that's an option, and what I can probably do is try to save those as like a separate PDF file, not embed them in the slides themselves, but save them as a separate file for you to view. So it may take me a little while to figure out how to do that, but I'll try to do this the first week that we get back. All right, so um, let me jump to the other real quick. Some of you wanted to do more practice problems in class. I completely agree with you. I think we should do that. And then others commented on this is a class with a lot of time commitment, and yeah, I do understand that there is, and so I'm going to continue to do what I can on my end to make sure to support you guys so that you don't feel you're doing this entirely alone. The couple of areas where folks mentioned that they could grow individually, spend more time with review questions, and then come to my office hours or come ask questions of me more often. And I think that both of these can be addressed in a couple of ways. One, spend a half an hour doing 1, 2 review questions after a lecture. It doesn't take more than a half an hour to spend the time in trying to keep up with the information and trying to then take some of that information and beginning to apply it to some of these bigger issues that we're addressing. In terms of meeting with me, remember there's multiple ways that you can interact with me. One is coming to office hours. Two is contacting me to set up a meeting outside of office hours. I'm more than happy to do so if you would like to. And then finally, asking questions using the question and answer function on Blackboard. Those discussion boards exist so that you can ask questions either with your name attached to it or anonymously. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of getting back to those and answering them as soon as I see them pop up. And I think then that communicating that way not only benefits you, but benefits your classmates that may have similar questions. One of the things that I thought I might be able to do to help with this class, I know that sometimes folks get a little lost in the detail, But I'd like to provide maybe a bit more of a holistic overview once a week. So what I'd like to do is tape a 5 to 10 minute review video every Friday, something like this video right here where I'm just screencasting. Maybe I would include slides or at least some document or something where I can summarize the objectives, give examples of how we've achieved those objectives or questions that might help you with those objectives, and then pose one review question and allow in this review video, what I imagine is that you would pause after hearing the question, try to answer it, and then I'll give a verbal answer to it afterward. And this way you can kind of pair your answers with mine to see if you're on the right track. So I'm hoping that maybe that will provide a little bit of extra support to individuals so that you feel comfortable with what we've done in class, and so that you have a clear understanding of where we have gone and maybe also where we're going. So that's all I have. I did want to say real quick, I reviewed your guys' lit reviews that we covered last week, and these were by far the best ones I've read yet. So even though you may not notice it, I'm noticing a lot of growth and I think some increased confidence in the individuals that are in this class as well. So thank you guys for all of your participation. Have a great rest of the spring break, and I'll see you a week from today. Take care.